Captain Elias Mercer felt the ship shudder before the alarm even sounded. The UNS Vanguard had just dropped out of hyperspace, but something was wrong. Space itself looked crowded. Not with stars but with war. Thousands of alien ships filled the void like a frozen storm, spread across two massive fleets facing each other at lethal range. Then the silence hit. Every channel on Mercer's console went dead for half a second. No noise. No enemy chatter. No friendly updates. Just empty space. Report. Mercer snapped. His comms officer, Dana Cole, stared at her screen. Sir, I'm getting nothing. Not static. Not interference. Just absence. It's like every system outside our ship stopped speaking. The Vanguard drifted forward slowly, engines low. Mercer stood at the forward glass. His breath slowed as he took in the sight. Two alien armadas. One on the left, shaped like sharp metallic rings. The other on the right, massive block-like ships glowing with blue heat cores. They were moments away from total war. And yet, they were not firing. Why are they paused? Mercer whispered. A junior engineer spoke from behind him, voice shaking. Sir, they didn't pause. They froze. That made no sense. Ships that big, that advanced, don't just freeze. Then the first pattern break happened. A small object moved from the ring-shaped fleet. A probe. It fired toward the Vanguard. Fast, precise, deadly. Incoming, someone shouted. But before Mercer could react, the probe vanished. Not destroyed. Not exploded. Just gone. One moment it existed, the next moment it was erased like it had never been built. The bridge went silent. Dana swallowed hard. We didn't shoot it down. Then what did? Mercer asked. No one answered. Outside, the alien fleets finally reacted. But not with attack. With fear. Massive ships began shifting backward. Weapons systems powered down one by one. Entire formations broke alignment. It was not chaos of battle. It was panic. Mercer narrowed his eyes. They're reacting to us. But we didn't fire, Dana said. I know, Mercer replied. That's what's wrong. The Vanguard moved deeper into the space between the fleets. Its hull was simple compared to alien warships. Dark gray metal, smooth lines, no glowing weapons visible. To aliens watching, it must have looked almost empty. Wrong. Too quiet. Then the second strange event hit. All alien targeting systems flickered at once. Not one fleet. Both. Across millions of ships, weapon systems turned red, then yellow, then off. Like something had reached into their machines and pulled the trigger away from their control. One alien broadcast cracked open on an open channel. It was distorted, but Mercer's translator caught fragments. Unknown vessel. No registry, it is inside the network. Another voice cut in higher and panicked. No. It is not inside the network. It is above it. Mercer felt a cold weight in his chest. Above it? The junior engineer leaned forward. Sir, our passive scans are picking up something strange. The alien fleets are not jamming us. They are ignoring us. Like, their systems refuse to acknowledge we exist as a threat. That's impossible, Mercer said. But even as he said it, he saw it happen again. A massive alien cruiser, easily kilometers long, rotated its entire weapon array toward the Vanguard. It locked on. Then every gun lowered. Not by command. Not by failure. By choice. Or something that looked like choice. A deep vibration ran through space. Not sound. Not radio. Something else. Like reality itself reacting. Dana whispered, Sir, they're all looking at us. Mercer didn't answer. He was already watching the alien fleets. Every ship from both sides had stopped moving forward. No shots fired. No orders exchanged. Entire fleets frozen in formation, all facing the Vanguard. Then came the strangest part. They were retreating, without moving. Shields flickered. Engines powered down. Energy signatures collapsed in waves. It was like fear was spreading faster than light. A senior officer spoke quietly. They think we are a weapon. Mercer shook his head. No. They don't think we are a weapon. He paused. They think we are something they don't understand. A sharp alarm suddenly broke the silence. A decoded alien transmission hit their system automatically. It wasn't meant for humans. It was raw, unfiltered panic from one of the fleets. IT is here. The silent thing has returned. Mercer felt his stomach tighten. Returned? Dana looked up, face pale. Sir, there's another line. She hesitated before reading. Last time it appeared, war ended without a single shot fired. The bridge went dead quiet. Mercer turned back to the viewport. The alien armadas were no longer just frozen. They were trembling. Entire fleets were pulling back from the center space, forming a wide, empty circle around the vanguard, as if even distance was safety. And then it happened. All alien ships, both fleets, sent a single coordinated signal. Not attack. Not warning. But recognition. A name. One word translated through broken systems and fear. Eidolon. Mercer frowned. What is Eidolon? Dana checked her console, hands shaking. Sir, we're not in any known database. But the aliens, they are reacting like they already know us. The vanguard drifted into the exact center of the battlefield. And for the first time in recorded interstellar history, 2 full alien armadas stopped a war at the sight of 1 human ship. Then every alien channel went silent again. But this silence was different. It was not empty. It was waiting. Captain Elias Mercer did not trust the silence. It was too heavy, too complete, like space itself was holding its breath. The UNS Vanguard moved deeper between the 2 alien armadas, its engines barely pushing forward. Every sensor on the bridge showed the same impossible thing, millions of warships, all powered, all armed, all awake, but none of them willing to act. Maintain course, Mercer said quietly. Dana Cole hesitated. Sir, they're still not targeting us. That's what worries me, Mercer replied. Outside, the alien fleet shifted again. Slowly. Carefully. Not like warriors preparing to attack, but like animals backing away from something they could not understand. The ring-shaped fleet on the left began to widen its formation, opening space around the vanguard. On the right, the block-like warships dimmed their core lights one by one. Then the first real change happened. A massive alien destroyer, larger than anything Mercer had seen before, attempted to rotate its main weapon grid toward the human ship. The moment it aligned, every system on that section of the ship flickered. Its weapons shut down. Not exploded. Not hacked. Just refused. Sir, an engineer shouted. Their firing systems are collapsing in real time. It's spreading through their fleet. Mercer narrowed his eyes. Is it us doing it? No clear signal source, Dana said quickly. It's like the effect comes from proximity. A second later, another ship tried. Then another. Both failed instantly. The pattern was becoming clear. Anything that aimed hostility at the vanguard simply stopped working. A nervous silence followed. Then a small alien probe broke formation again. This one moved slower than the first, like it was unsure whether to approach or flee. It circled the vanguard at a distance, scanning. Do not engage it, Mercer ordered. The probe sent a burst of data. It wasn't encrypted in any standard way. It was raw fear translated into numbers and pulses. Dana's screen struggled to decode it. I'm getting fragments, she said. They're not asking what we are, they are asking why we are here again. Mercer felt a chill. Again? Before anyone could respond, the probe suddenly froze mid-orbit. Its systems shut down and drifted dead in space. No explosion. No debris. Just silence. And that was when the panic truly started. Across both armadas, entire wings of ships began to pull back. Not in formation. Not in command structure. Just retreat. Weapons powered down as fast as they had been built. Energy cores dimmed like dying stars. Something is breaking their will to fight, Dana whispered. Mercer stepped closer to the viewport. Or something is reminding them not to. A distorted broadcast burst across all channels. It was not directed at anyone. It was a leak of uncontrolled communication. Silent vessel detected, impossible signature. Matches archived event. The transmission cut, then returned louder. Eidolon class confirmed. The word hit the bridge like a physical force. Dana turned sharply. Eidolon? That's the name they used earlier. Mercer clenched his jaw. We are not in their records. We should not have a classification in their language. Another transmission overlapped the first, this time from a different fleet. If it is Eidolon, do not fire. Last time we fired, we lost everything. Mercer's grip tightened on the console rail. Lost everything? The junior engineer looked up, face pale. Sir, they're not just afraid of us. They are remembering something. Outside, the alien fleets changed behavior again. Now they were not retreating. They were repositioning into a wide, deliberate circle around the vanguard, leaving a massive empty zone of space. Not a battlefield anymore. A boundary. Dana whispered, they're containing us. No, Mercer said slowly. They're isolating the threat. A sudden alarm cut through the bridge. A direct transmission was forced onto their system. This time it was not fragments. It was clearer. An alien admiral's voice, trembling but controlled. Unknown vessel, identify your origin. Mercer stepped forward. He activated the comm. This is Captain Elias Mercer of the UNS Vanguard. We are human. We are not here to fight. A long silence followed. Then the alien admiral responded. Human is not in our war records. Mercer answered carefully. We are not part of your war. Another silence. Then the admiral spoke again, voice lower. Everything enters the war when it stands between us and survival. A second alien signal broke in, immediately panicked. Do not provoke it. It does not fire to destroy. It fires to erase intent. Mercer's eyes narrowed. Erase intent? Dana looked up fast. Sir, that matches what we are seeing. Any hostile targeting collapses before execution. The admiral's voice returned, sharper now. Then explain this, human captain. Why does your presence shut down entire fleets without a single shot? Mercer did not answer immediately. He looked at the floating warships around them. Thousands upon thousands. All silent. All watching. Finally he said, because we are not here to dominate space. Pause. We are here to protect those who are about to be destroyed in it. The alien channel went silent again. But this time it was not calm. It was uncertainty. And uncertainty, Mercer realized, was far more dangerous than fear. A new alert appeared on Dana's console. Sir, multiple fleets are initiating emergency ceasefire protocols. They are forming a temporary alliance. Mercer frowned. Against us? Dana shook her head slowly. No, because of us. Outside, alien ships from opposing factions began sinking movements for the first time in the battle's history. Weapons were lowered in unison. Shields reduced. Entire war formations collapsed into neutral positions. The battlefield was transforming. Not into peace, but into something no one had prepared for. Understanding born from fear. Then the final pattern interrupt hit. A massive alien dreadnought, larger than anything in the sector, sent a direct encrypted burst to all ships, including the Vanguard. Dana decoded it instantly. Her voice dropped to a whisper. Sir, they are not asking if we will attack. Mercer looked at her. Then what are they asking? Dana swallowed hard. They are asking if we are the ones who ended the first Silence War. The bridge went completely still. And far outside the Vanguard, every alien fleet slowly began to drift backward again. Not in retreat, but in something closer to reverence, mixed with terror. Mercer stared into the void. This is getting bigger than a border incident, he said quietly. Dana nodded once. Sir, I think we just became a myth they were never supposed to see again. And in the distance, deep within alien command networks, one final message began to propagate across all fleets. Do not engage Eidolon entity. This is not first contact. This is return signal detected. Captain Elias Mercer stood motionless as the message repeated across alien channels. This is not first contact. This is return signal detected. For the first time since the Vanguard entered the battlefield, Mercer felt something colder than fear. Uncertainty without explanation. Return signal? Dana whispered. Sir, they think we came back from somewhere. Mercer did not answer immediately. His eyes stayed on the alien armadas. The warships that once prepared to destroy each other were now united in one behavior, watching the human ship like it was a memory that should not exist. Run deep scan on their communications, Mercer ordered. Dana's fingers moved fast. Already doing it? But it's fragmented. Their systems are arguing with each other. Arguing? Yes, sir. Some fleets are calling us a weapon. Others are calling us a myth. A few are calling us a warning. Mercer stepped closer to the viewport. A warning from what? Before anyone could respond, the space outside changed again. A wave of energy passed through the battlefield. Not explosive. Not visible in normal light. But every ship in range reacted at once. Lights dimmed. Engines slowed. Entire fleets shifted position instinctively, like animals sensing a predator. And then it happened. A massive data burst hit the Vanguard directly. Not hostile. Not encrypted. It was a memory dump. Dana gasped. Sir, they're sending us historical data. From who? I don't know. It's not tagged. It's not even structured like modern communication. Images formed on the bridge screens. Broken, unstable visuals. Massive ship graveyards. Entire star systems burned out. And in the center of every scene, a single unidentified ship silhouette. Not human. Not alien. Just empty shape. Mercer felt his chest tighten. That ship appears in all of it. Dana zoomed in on one fragment. It's always alone. No escort. No fleet. Just that vessel. Then a second wave of data hit. This one carried audio fragments. A distorted alien voice repeated over and over. When the silent vessel arrives, war stops. Not because it destroys, but because reality refuses escalation. Mercer's jaw tightened. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to, Dana said quietly. It's what they believe happened. A sudden alert cut through the bridge. Incoming transmission, high priority, multiple fleet origin. An alien admiral appeared again on the main screen. This time his posture was different. No aggression. No command authority. Only tension. Human vessel, the admiral said slowly. You are not registered in any current war cycle. Mercer replied, we are not part of your wars. The admiral hesitated. That is not possible. A second voice interrupted the channel. Another admiral from a different fleet. It is possible. It has happened before. Mercer leaned forward slightly. Explain. Silence stretched. Then the first admiral spoke again, voice lower. 6 galactic cycles ago, something entered contested space. No fleet identified it. No weapon system could lock onto it. Every attempt to target it resulted in system collapse. Dana's hands froze over her console. Sir, this matches what we're seeing. The admiral continued. No shots were fired. No ships were destroyed. But every war in that region ended within hours. Mercer's eyes narrowed. Ended how? Pause. Command structures collapsed. Aggression protocols failed. Entire fleets refused engagement. Not out of fear, but out of inability. The bridge went silent. Mercer spoke carefully. You're saying one ship ended a war without firing? Yes, the admiral said. Dana looked up sharply. Sir, they are describing a psychological or system-level suppression event. Not physical destruction. Mercer turned back to the viewport. And you think we are that ship? The admiral did not answer immediately. Instead, a different transmission came through. Softer. More unstable. This is not belief, another alien voice said. This is recorded survival protocol. Dana whispered, Sir, they have procedural data locked around this event. It's treated like a natural disaster. Mercer exhaled slowly. And they called it Eidolon. The word triggered immediate reaction across alien fleets. Several warships physically shifted backward again. As if even the name carried weight. Then the turning point happened. A massive structure emerged from hyperspace at the edge of the battlefield. Not a ship. A command vessel. Its size dwarfed everything present. Its surface was layered with ancient markings and broken insignias from multiple alien civilizations. The Vanguard sensors screamed. Unknown superstructure detected, Dana said quickly. It's broadcasting on all frequencies. A voice filled every channel. Not individual. Not emotional. Structured. Controlled. This battlefield is classified under Relic Conflict designation. Mercer stiffened. Relic. Dana's eyes widened. Sir, this is not a current military system. It's ancient command architecture. The voice continued. Entity identified as Eidolon class presence confirmed. Mercer stepped forward. We are human. Not Eidolon. Pause. Then the voice responded. Correction accepted. Classification pending verification. The alien fleets reacted instantly. Shock spread across formations. Some ships began shutting down weapons entirely. Dana whispered urgently. Sir, they are not just reacting to us. They are waiting for this structure to decide what we are. Mercer frowned. So we are not the threat? No, Dana said. We are the question. The command structure emitted another pulse. Current scenario. Active war cycle interrupted by unknown entity. Protocol requires assessment. Mercer's voice sharpened. Assessment for what outcome? The answer came immediately. Continuation, or termination of conflict framework. Silence hit the bridge harder than any explosion. Mercer looked at the alien armadas again. Thousands of ships, frozen between fear and obedience to something older than their war. Then he realized something. This isn't just about us, he said quietly. Dana looked at him. Sir? This system, this structure, it doesn't just recognize us. He paused. It is deciding if war itself is allowed to continue. And in that moment, every alien ship in the battlefield went completely still. Not frozen by fear. not shut down by force, but waiting for judgment. Captain Elias Mercer felt the weight of the entire battlefield shift at once. Not physically, not through sound or movement, but through decision. Every alien ship, every fleet, every broken formation was now silent in a way that felt controlled. The massive command structure outside the Vanguard continued its slow, deliberate scan of the battlefield like a judge reading a final verdict. Dana's voice broke the tension. Sir, all fleets are locking into passive mode. No weapons active. No targeting systems online. Mercer kept his eyes forward. They are waiting for something to happen. A low pulse spread through space again. The ancient structure was still broadcasting. Assessment in progress. Then a new signal appeared, this one sharper, unstable. It came from the ring-shaped fleet. Do not complete assessment. Entity is not hostile. Entity is restrained. Another fleet responded instantly. Restrained does not mean safe. The argument spread across channels like wildfire. Dana checked her console. Sir, the fleets are splitting opinions. Half want to terminate contact protocol. Half are refusing any action against us. Mercer exhaled slowly. So we are not just being observed. He paused. We are being judged. Outside, one of the alien dreadnoughts suddenly powered its weapons back online. A rogue action. Warning. Dana shouted. One fleet is breaking protocol. The dreadnought fired, not at the Vanguard but toward the central command structure. The moment the energy discharge formed, everything changed. The space between the shot and its target collapsed. The beam never reached its destination. It dissolved mid-flight like it hit an invisible wall in reality itself. And then the firing dreadnought went dark. Every system aboard it shut down instantly. No explosion. No destruction. Just total silence. Dana's hand shook. Sir, it didn't get destroyed. It got rejected. Mercer's jaw tightened. By what? Before anyone could answer, the command structure spoke again. Hostile intent detected. Response, nullification. A second pulse spread across the battlefield. Every ship that had shown aggression in the last cycle flickered. Weapons vanished from active status. Entire fleets lost combat readiness in seconds. The silence became absolute. And then the emotional pressure hit. Alien fleets began broadcasting panic messages, not to each other but to the structure itself. We did not understand the rules. We request clarification. Why is engagement denied? Dana looked at Mercer. Sir, they are not angry. They are confused. Mercer nodded slightly. Because this is not war to them anymore. He looked at the alien armadas. This is enforcement of something they don't understand. A sudden incoming transmission broke through again. The alien admiral from earlier reappeared. His expression was no longer commanding. It was strained. Human captain, he said slowly, your presence has triggered an ancient containment protocol. Mercer responded immediately. We are not a weapon. We are not part of your history. The admiral hesitated. That is not what your signature indicates. Dana leaned forward. Sir, their systems are still linking us to that Eidolon classification. Mercer stepped closer to the console. Then stop treating us like it. The admiral looked down for a moment, then back up. We cannot. The protocol is not ours to override. A heavy silence followed. Then the alien commander added something quieter. If you are not Eidolon, then you are the first recorded exception. The phrase hit harder than expected. Dana whispered, first exception? Suddenly, a new distortion appeared in space. The command structure emitted a focused beam, not destructive but diagnostic. It scanned the Vanguard completely. Alarms flared across Mercer's bridge. Sir, they are scanning our internal systems. Let them, Mercer said firmly. Dana frowned. That's risky. They could interpret anything. I said let them. The scan continued. Seconds felt like hours. Then the structure responded. Entity profile, human origin confirmed. Pause. Analysis, no Eidolon core detected. The alien fleets reacted immediately. Confusion spread again. Some ships powered weapons halfway then stopped. Others shut down completely as if relieved. Dana exhaled sharply. Sir, we are not what they think we are. Mercer nodded. Good. That means we are still in control of what we become. But the structure was not finished. Secondary analysis initiated. A new wave of data rippled outward. And suddenly the battlefield changed again. Every alien ship began receiving synchronized visual feeds, not from sensors but from reconstructed simulations. War after war. Fleet after fleet. Civilizations collapsing not from destruction, but from something else. Every scenario ended the same way. A single silent ship appearing in the center of conflict. No attack. No weapons. Just presence. And then, total cessation of war behavior. Dana stepped back slightly. Sir, they are showing us as the cause of every unexplained war shutdown in their history. Mercer's voice was low. We are not the cause. He paused. We are the interruption. A massive reaction spread across alien channels. This matches archived anomaly pattern. It is identical. It has returned. Mercer looked at the alien armadas again. This is why they froze when we arrived, he said quietly. They didn't recognize us. Dana finished the thought. They recognized what we represent. A deep vibration spread through space again. The command structure emitted its final judgment pulse. Status, unresolved entity class. Threat level, undefined. Protocol action, containment or negotiation required. The alien fleets reacted instantly. Not with attack, but with alignment. Every ship in the battlefield slowly adjusted position until all factions faced the same direction. The vanguard. Mercer felt the pressure rising. They're uniting, he said. Dana nodded. Not against each other anymore. Against the unknown outcome, Mercer finished. And then the final pattern break hit. The command structure sent a final encrypted message, not to fleets, not to systems. Directly to the vanguard. Dana decoded it instantly. Her face went pale. Sir, it's asking one question. Mercer narrowed his eyes. What question? Dana swallowed hard. Are humans the new carrier of the Eidolon protocol? The bridge went dead silent. Outside, millions of alien ships waited. Not for war. Not for peace. But for humanity's answer. Captain Elias Mercer did not answer immediately. The question hung in the bridge like a physical object. Are humans the new carrier of the Eidolon protocol? Dana looked at him. Sir, if we say yes, they will treat us like that ancient force. If we say no, they might still not believe us. Mercer kept his eyes on the viewport. Outside, millions of alien warships stayed perfectly still. Not aiming. Not firing. Just waiting. Even the massive command structure above them had slowed its scanning pulse, as if it too was waiting for human intent. Mercer finally spoke. Open a channel. Dana hesitated. All fleets? All of them. A sharp click. The transmission went live. Mercer stepped forward, voice steady but firm. This is Captain Elias Mercer of the UNS Vanguard. We are human. We are not your past. We are not your protocol. And we are not your weapon. A long silence followed. Even the alien fleets did not respond immediately. Then Mercer continued. But we understand what you are seeing. Dana glanced at him quickly, unsure. Mercer kept speaking. You are seeing a ship that stops war without firing. You are seeing systems fail when aggression begins. You are seeing patterns you cannot explain. He paused, choosing words carefully. We are not here to erase your wars. We are here to end the need for them. A ripple moved through the alien armadas. Not movement of ships. Movement of thought. The ring-shaped fleet shifted slightly, no longer defensive. The block-shaped fleet dimmed its weapon cores even further. Even rogue factions that once resisted were now still, absorbing every word. The command structure emitted a low pulse. Statement received. Analyzing intent. Dana whispered, Sir, it's evaluating us like a system input. Mercer nodded slightly. Let it. A new transmission broke through, this time from multiple alien voices overlapping. You claim nonviolence, yet your presence disables war. You claim neutrality, yet entire fleets obey your proximity. How can such contradiction exist? Mercer stepped closer to the console. Because you are measuring us with war logic. Pause. We are not part of your war logic. Silence stretched again. Then something unexpected happened. One alien fleet, smaller than the others, lowered all shields completely. No weapons active. No defensive posture. Just open vulnerability. Dana stared. Sir, they are exposing themselves. Mercer's eyes narrowed. Not exposing. He corrected softly. Trusting. The gesture spread slowly. One fleet at a time. Systems powered down to non-combat status. Entire warships transitioned into neutral drift. It was not surrender. It was something new, uncertain but intentional. The command structure reacted. Multi-fleet status shift detected. Aggression index, declining. Mercer felt the tension in his chest loosen slightly. It's responding to behavior, not orders. Dana nodded. It's adapting to us. Then the alien admiral returned on channel, his voice quieter than before. Human captain, your species does not fit any recorded war profile. Mercer replied, we don't belong in your war profiles. The admiral hesitated. Then what are you? A long silence followed. Mercer looked at the vast alien battlefield again. Thousands of ships. Thousands of histories built on conflict, fear, survival. Then he said simply, we are the ones who choose not to continue what destroys us. For a moment nothing changed. Then the command structure emitted a new pulse. This one was different. Softer. Less mechanical. Intent classification updated. Eidolon match, partial. Dana stiffened. Partial? Mercer frowned. We are not them. So why match at all? The structure responded again. Observation. Entity demonstrates Eidolon class outcome without Eidolon core. A new wave of silence passed through the alien fleets. Then a second message appeared across all channels. Reclassification proposal. Humanity designated as Eidolon adjacent entity. The alien armadas reacted instantly, confusion, fear, and reluctant acceptance all mixing together. Dana exhaled sharply. Sir. They just created a new category for us. Mercer nodded slowly. Because they don't know how else to process what we are doing. The battlefield began to change again. But not into war. Not into peace. Into something structured. Formations shifted into observation patterns. Ships repositioned into wide rings not for combat but for monitoring. The entire battlefield was transforming into a controlled study zone. Mercer realized it clearly. They're documenting us. Dana looked up. Like a phenomenon. Like a precedent, Mercer corrected. The command structure sent its final structured message. Conflict framework status, suspended. All active hostilities, halted. Reason, unclassified external influence. The alien fleets went completely still again. But this silence was different from before. It was no longer fear. It was reflection. Dana spoke softly. Sir. We just ended a war without firing a single shot. Mercer did not take his eyes off the view. No. He corrected her gently. We didn't end their war. He paused. We made them realize they were allowed to stop it. A long moment passed. Then, deep in the command structure, a final hidden signal activated, one that no fleet broadcasted openly. Dana caught it by accident. Sir, there's another message buried in the system. Show me. She decoded it slowly. Her face changed. It's not from them. Mercer turned slightly. Then from who? Dana swallowed hard. It's from an older layer, deeper than the current command structure. She read it aloud. If humanity has responded, then the original Eidolon event is no longer contained. Mercer's expression tightened. What does that mean? Dana looked at him. I think, this wasn't the first war they stopped. A faint pulse echoed across space again. Not from fleets. Not from the command structure. But from somewhere further out, beyond the battlefield, beyond recorded space. Something else had just noticed the vanguard. And this time, it was answering back.